Anyway, Ilia Topuria and Max Holloway, they did a little interview, a sit down with Brendan Fitzgerald yesterday. I tell you what, I mean, that fight card in Saudi Arabia is going to be ridiculous, top to bottom. The main card's phenomenal. Did I say Saudi Arabia? Abu Dhabi, sorry, pardon me, just down the street. But Topuria, once again, just talking mad shit. You know, it blows my mind because, I mean, I love it. It's great. But like the confidence of this man is just on the next level. I mean, Max Holloway, we know how good he is. I'm assuming Topuria, it's because of his self-belief. Also because he knocked out Volkanovski beat Max Holloway 3 times, you know, and he just thinks his level's above. He said, you've already got 7 losses on your record, Max. Well, yeah, that's true. But Max signed with the UFC when he was 21, and we're talking people like Volkanovski 3 times. They were close fights. Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier for the interim lightweight champ going up a division. So there's no shame. It's not like he was getting beaten by, you know, random prelim fighters. You know what I'm saying? It's the top guys, but Topuria is not giving him any credit whatsoever.
No, but this is the first time, like, Topuria has been so confident in his predictions. Everything that he said has come true. He's backed it up in the cage. So for somebody who talks the amount that he does, you kind of have to respect it. When we've seen guys like Colby talking like this, we've seen so many guys talk like this, and their performance in the cage doesn't resonate with the fans the same way that they do on the microphone. This is the first time, though, I've seen him talking to someone like that, and Max responding with like the cool confidence of a true veteran of the sport. Alex Volkanovski was playful with him. Holloway he's not giving him an inch.
Yeah, no, I love Max's response. He's a typical Hawaiian, you know, cool as a cucumber, not rising to it at all. Just like, all right, well, we'll see. I mean, Max is the man. But for Topuria, his self-belief is amazing. And you got to understand, like, that is what sets him apart. That's why he has been so successful. Because whatever it is that you're doing in life, and it's conceive, believe, achieve time, but it's not. But you got to have self-belief. If you don't believe, right, then how the hell are you going to do it? How are you going to achieve? It's true, though, right? Because especially when it comes to fighting, if you don't truly believe that you can beat this man, if you truly don't believe, you know, then you ain't going to beat him. That's why they used to say in boxing in the old days, you could win and lose a fight on the scale. Obviously, it was pre-internet, you know, it was pre-social media, you know, and you didn't get to see your opponent until you stepped on the scale. And that was the first time you might come face to face. You weren't having sit downs on Sky Sports or whatever like they do now. You know what I mean? You'd see him on the scale and you could win and lose that fight right there. Get in his face. You could put a little bit of doubt in there. And if the opponent doubts himself, then you're off to the races. You're going to win that fight. Now, I don't think that's working on Max Holloway, and it doesn't work all the time. It certainly didn't work for me against George St. Pierre, but sometimes it does work. But there's another element to it there. It's just that Ilia Topuria truly believes he is that good, and he probably is that good. The boxing, the wrestling, it's all there. So that just makes me so hyped for this fight.
Yeah, this is the most excited I've been for any fight. Like, this has been the one I've had circled on my list because it's like, you know, I like everything Max has been saying from the beginning, right? Like it does feel like they were hiding Ilia Topuria from Matt. That's the only matchup that was never even like possibly discussed because it would create the logjam at the top, right? Where we've seen created time and time again when Max Holloway beats Yair Rodriguez, he beats every guy coming up. Ilia is like, if he gets this win here, there's a legitimate case for, all right, line up 2 or 3 more guys just to give me the defenses under my record, but I'm going to be the greatest featherweight of all time.
I mean, definitely a conversation for sure. I mean, the problem is you've got Jose Aldo. You can't just forget their resume. Yeah. Who cares? We don't need to get into that whole discussion. But you're right. I mean, he's already clapping at Islam. You know, it's going on about Islam saying, I want to fight Islam, but I don't want to fight him in the street because I'll end up having to pay his medical bills. Something like that. Is that, or was it the other way around?
No. They said that. Yeah. And then Khabib's team, the Greater Islam Massive, was wondering who Ilia's dentist is because that's the only guy who'd be getting a call.
I didn't see that one. Are you serious? Who said that, Khabib?
No. I believe it was somebody in Islam's camp, either Islam or I doubt it was Islam himself, but I believe it was somebody in Islam's camp.
I do. I love the way Islam and his whole team. Again, they're so like aggressive, but so calmly about it. You know what I mean? Like where I grew up, where we come from, if someone's losing their shit, you'll know about it. And they're like, brother, listen, listen. The only people you'll see is dentists, okay? You know, it's like, and like all calm, not doing it
It's
all caps on Twitter. You know what I mean? When
it's
it's all caps, these people are mad.
Dude, the ultimate symbol is Khabib putting the hand on the back of Artem Lobov's neck, right? Like just the come here, brother, take a look at it. Why
Yeah,
you say this on the screen? Like that's way more menacing than Connor running at a bus with a dolly. You know what I mean?
Nah, not if you were on the bus and you were one of those people that were,
Uh,
trying to sue Conor McGregor. It's like, it was the most menacing thing they ever saw in their life. But hey, Topuria versus Islam, but he's got to get through Max Holloway. You can't just expect that because, right, here's the thing. On paper, Anthony Smith is on paper. You can make the case for Topuria, right? And it comes down to the Volkanovski fight. Of course, you can't deny that. And I know MMA math doesn't stack up, but there was 3 fights there, not one, not two, 3 fights. And Volkanovski won them all. Topuria had one, smoked him, right? And we love Volk. He's one of the best human beings in all of the UFC. He's great, but it wasn't his night. Topuria dealt with him really, really well, and knocked him out. But it was coming off the back of the Islam Makhachev knockout,
mhm.
and I do believe that played a factor. And then when you see Max Holloway against Justin Gagey and the performance that he put on there, and the performances, let's be honest, that he's put on against everybody not called Alexander Volkanovski. And forget about Dustin Poirier at 155. Forget about McGregor back in the day because he was still only like 22 years old.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Anyone not called Alexander Volkanovski, he's put a beat down on them. And sometimes some fighters just have your number. And that might be the case with Holloway and Volkanovski. The one and only Brandon Raw Dog Royval, main event once again this weekend going up against Tatsuro Taira. Raw Dog, how we doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. You excited for this weekend?
Yeah, just ready to do the damn thing, ready to weigh in. I've been looking at these for like the last I have this right next to my bed, just ready to eat a
What is
little
that?
cookie, bro. A cookie?
Oh, shit.
A cookie? Hey,
Well,
I'm
that's
not
why
getting paid for the sponsorship, but Sprouts cookies, bro. Mwah.
Oh, yeah? I love cookies. My wife makes cookies all the time. It pisses me off. I'm like, because I'm trying to stay lean. I'm getting older. I'm not in the gym as much. I'm like, babe, stop making the damn cookies.
Yeah. Oh man, these are like my favorite, like all-time favorite food. If I could survive and have nutrient cookies, I would eat that shit all day, every day.
Cookies and milk. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, never mind that. Right, we were talking at the fighter meetings yesterday, and you had a lot to say. Going out there, Tatsuro Taira, 16-0, 6-fight win streak. A lot of hype behind this kid. How you feeling ahead of the fight?
I felt good, man. I just checked my weight. I'm like 9 pounds out. Weight's good. I got all day to just kind of sleep around, and we'll start cutting the weight later on tonight, and should just be like a nice, easy day.
Nice. Well,